Hello, this is Ronnie Rocha for IDS, Class IDS 150. This is Module 6 journal entry. It's going to be to reflect on your consumption habits and the role they play in sustainable development. So I'm just going to read through the questions here and kind of go through here instead of writing it. So describe your consumption habits over the last 2 to 3 days. I'll just tell you this real quick. So over the last 2 months, I've had to change my consumption habits as far as food goes, for the fact of a couple of friends decided to visit me called gallstones, and so I definitely consume a lot less and a lot different than what I was a few months ago. Gas, same thing. I don't work right now. Excuse me. I'm a student full time. I hardly go anywhere. And if I do, it's to the store and back. I mean, it's very, very minimal. I ride my bike a lot now, a lot. So gas has really not been very much at all. Electricity, as you can see in my reflection of my ring, I use this and another lamp right here. It's small LED lights all day, and my sunshine from my windows. I've actually dimmed down a lot of the light that we use in my house, mostly because I'm an older person that always got yelled at when he was a kid about leaving the door open or the lights on. So I've been that parent that, hey, turn the lights off when you leave the room. Do this. If you're not using it, turn it off. And I've always kind of been that person. So I use very minimal lighting in my house. We do wash clothes and dry clothes, and the dryer and the AC are probably the biggest consumptions of electricity. Water, that's probably my biggest waste. I drink bottled water. I have a I always keep a package of waters here with the bottled water while I'm working, and I'll just drink from there. So that's not the waste part. The waste part is how long I spend in the shower. I have a shower head that throws a lot of water down, huge hot water tank. So I spend a lot of time in the shower, and I take one every day. So that's probably my biggest waste. It's probably my most enjoyable time, just relaxing in the shower. So, but that's probably my biggest waste right there is the water. Excuse me. So as far as food goes, I eat almost every morning either oatmeal or I'm eating a fried egg or a hard-boiled egg, turkey bacon, turkey sausage, multi-grain breads. I had to change my diet, so that's pretty much what I eat. No leftover. It's usually I just cook what I'm going to eat. I drink protein shakes or excuse me, protein shakes or a small snack like almonds or something as a snack. Dinners are usually baked chicken now and rice, small meals, and even if I do eat, it's probably about a cup full. Only because I've been having some stomach issues with those gallstones. Until we fix that, this is probably going to be my diet for a long time, which I could use. Trust me, could use it. So my food has definitely lowered a lot than what I was using. I was eating a lot more. I was an overeater. Still kind of am, but my gallstones aren't going to let me do that. But we did waste a lot of food. I noticed a lot of my food waste was when we were cooking for a family of five. So me, my wife, and my kids at home, we cook a lot, and when we do, we'd always have leftovers. We just cook a whole bunch. And what I found out about leftovers is leftovers were meant to be so if the kids get hungry the next day or if we get hungry, we can have that. But leftovers kind of turned into we don't like to throw away food that's good, so we save it and then we put it in the fridge and we just leave it there till it goes bad. And then we end up throwing it out. So that was kind of a big problem as well. Now that my kids are older and they cook for themselves, I cook for myself. It's kind of been, we just eat, we just cook what we need to eat, and that's pretty much it. So the food waste has really gone down a lot. Let me see. Did you consume more than you needed? I don't think so. I just explained the water issues. Probably the one I waste the most is water in the shower, but I don't think I consumed more than I needed. Electricity, I'm very minimal. At night, I am a polar bear, and I love it cold at night. So I do probably lower my thermostat a lot more. And I live in Texas, so it's about 80 degrees outside right now. And so we tend to use the electricity a lot more. So I'll probably use more of that than I need to. As far as, like I said, the dryer is probably the biggest thing. We don't watch a lot of TV here. I mean, every now and then we'll watch a movie or something, but my kids are usually busy in work, school, and me, school all the time. So we don't watch a whole lot of TV. So that doesn't take a whole lot of it either. What did I discover about my consumption habits? Well, I'll kind of go from what before and after. It's kind of like what I've already did was overeater, overcook a lot of things. We always tried to have too, had to live by the philosophy of it's better to have too much than not enough. Well, unfortunately, we would have a lot of food left over and store it and then throw it out. Or we'd buy a lot of food. That was another thing is we'd buy a lot of food, pack it in the fridge, and then half of it goes bad. And then we end up throwing it away. And that was a lot of it. I was a bad, I was real bad about that. So that was probably what we discovered also. Electricity has never really been a problem. Gas, no, we don't overuse gas or anything. We go where we need to, and that's pretty much it. Yes, my wife drives an SUV. My daughter drives a very small little Nissan Kicks, and my car just went kaput, so I don't even drive that anymore. So I got my bike. We just bought bikes for everybody, so we'll be riding a lot of around here for that as well. Did you notice any trends in your consumption habits and waste? Like I said, the leftover thing was the big thing, was cooking way too much food than what we needed. So now we're really good on that. We really watch a lot of that. So I think we've kind of dialed down a lot of it. And it wasn't merely to help, I guess the questions of consumption habits relate to sustainable development as a whole. It wasn't because we were trying to save electricity or the climate or anything. We just were, honestly, it was hurting the wallet, and it's so, we weren't trying to be, like I said, the climate control, although it does help. Using less water, it's probably where I could go better with the less showers and clean what you got to clean. Let's go. But as far as, like I said, electricity, we've really dialed that down a lot. The food, we've dialed down a lot. Gas, we've dialed down a lot. We just don't go anywhere really, unless we really have to, or just, we take about one vacation a year. And so I don't think that's a huge deal. If anything, I've grown into my parent to where you turn the light off when you leave the room. You turn everything off when you leave. And so I guess that's probably helped us out a lot as well. Describe some changes in behavior that could reduce consumption or improve sustainability. I guess I'm kind of answering these questions right before I get to them. What could you change now? What could you change over time? Like I said, I think I've changed a lot, and only because, like I said, the health issues, the kids have grown up. Most likely, probably is the water. I'm the kind of person that leaves the water on, just running whenever I'm brushing my teeth. Take a 20, 30-minute shower sometimes just because it feels so good. But as far as that, I could probably do better on those as well. Take shorter showers. I don't even wash clothes until I'm really needing to, just because I don't like to use the dryer a whole lot. Probably we could get the temperature on our thermostats a little set, better, where we're not wasting so much. We did change we went to a lot of ceiling fans and a lot of box fans. We bought screens for the door, so we can now open it up on a day like this. Would be really good. We don't have to run the AC. We just run some fans and get the air flowing through the house, and that really helps out a lot as far as changing. Changing over time, I don't know what more I could do other than kind of what we've done. Once I get my degree and start working a lot more, I'll be using a lot more gas, so that's not going to help. I don't plan on buying an electric car. I probably could, but I just, like I said, the food and everything else is probably the biggest thing. If I can ride my bike to work, I will. I love riding my bike now. And so now that I've got the wind and be able to do it, how do these changes reduce consumptions and improve sustainability? Well, I mean, honestly, the sustainability that I see that I'm saving the most is my health, is me being sustainable, is living longer, because eating healthier and riding my bike more and being more active. That's probably going to be the sustainability of my own, is doing those things, saving our water, the what we do, things like that. But That's probably the sustainability we use that I can think of. What are the pros and cons of these changes? Well, there's one thing that we started doing was, and we did do this because we noticed we were wasting a lot of paper towels on drying dishes, drying our hands, drying this. There was a spill, we just hurry up and we'd paper towels. We were going through paper towels like crazy. And so we switched, and I bought a lot of dish towels, and I bought a lot of towels to have around. So when we do have spills, we use the dish towels. We can reuse those. Drying dishes, we allow them to air dry now, or we dry them with a cloth towel. So instead of doing the paper towels, it wasted so much of that. I did make a different change. I had a hernia surgery not too long ago, and so stomach hernia surgery, and that's not fun. And bending over and doing things was really hard to do for a few months. So I ended up getting. I always wanted to try it, so and I think it's great. Was a bidet. I added a little bidet to my toilet, and just to see how it worked. It helps me, when with being able not to move around as much. But I know it's funny, but tell you what, our toilet paper cost has really went down a lot. So we don't use near as much toilet paper as we were before. And so that's another big one. So I didn't even think about, but yeah, that's something that really, really, really has kind of cut down is probably the paper. And then recycling here in Arlington, we do have to recycle. We have recycling bins and everything. They tell us what to recycle, what not to. And we've really been proactive on that and trying to do that. Whenever we get rid of stuff, instead of just throwing it in the trash, I usually either sell it online or give it away for free. I had a refrigerator that somebody wanted to take to the dump, and I put it for free. It's still good, missing a few shelves. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I put it for free. A whole bunch of people came and they picked it up and took it. So hopefully, like I said, that helps out the sustainability in our lives and everyone's life like that. But I think I've talked a little longer than my 2 to 3 minutes is what you had asked for. But I really like doing these video discussions. It helps me out because I can kind of see, as far as public speaking, where I'm kind of going wrong. I know I say a lot, so it'll help me out as well. But as far as our consumption habits or anything, that's probably all I can think of right now. Alrighty, well, it was great doing this, and hopefully I get to do another one. Thank you.